To all in attendance, welcome to Dover High School and the much anticipated graduation ceremony for the Delaware State Police Academy's 97th Delaware State Police and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class. I'm Captain Daniel Hall, Director of Training for the Delaware State Police. On behalf of Colonel Melissa A. Zebley, as well as all members of the Delaware State Police, both civilian and sworn, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this evening's ceremony. The significance of tonight's ceremony for the women and men of this class, and just as importantly for the citizens of Delaware, cannot be overstated. Tonight's ceremony signifies the closing of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter in their respective professional journeys. Much hard work, many good choices, and unwavering family support have guided these women and men to this very stage tonight. This ceremony is, in many ways, the culmination of many personal sacrifices made by both the members of the class and their families, as well as the meaningful and impactful lessons learned by the class throughout their training. Moreover, tomorrow signals the beginning of their faithful, unselfish, and professional service to the citizenry of this great state. We are honored and pleased that you all are here to join these recruits for this momentous occasion, so thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now our distinct privilege to present to you the 97th Delaware State Police and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class. Sergeant Cordry, please present the class.
Master Corporal O'Leary, Master Corporal Walther, Master Corporal Kukan, present the class.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would ask that all who are capable please rise and remain standing for the presentation of our nation's colors by the Delaware State Police Honor Guard Unit, who will be accompanied by the Delaware State Police pipes and drums. Please remain standing for the national anthem as well as their invocation. All uniformed personnel are asked to don their covers and follow the commands of the Honor Guard. Tonight, we have the distinct pleasure of having our national anthem performed by Lieutenant Jonathan Packard of Troop 3. Thank you to the members of the Honor Guard and Pipes and Drums, both phenomenal ambassadors for the Delaware State Police and the Delaware law enforcement community in general. And many, many thanks to Lieutenant Packard for yet another fantastic rendition of our national anthem. At this time, I call upon Reverend Jeffrey Miller, Delaware State Police Chaplain, to deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. Dear God, we are so grateful. And most of all, we are grateful for the fact that in uncertain times, we still have a certain God. So we are thankful that God is still calling men and women of sound mind to serve our various communities. It is our hope that the oath be eventually given, that it is taken with sincerity of heart, mind, and spirit. In his name we do pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Miller. Please be seated, and uniformed personnel, please remove your covers. At this time, I would like to introduce several distinguished guests who have joined us on stage this evening. I request that each guest stand and be recognized when I call your name. Kate Rohr, representing the Honorable Christopher A. Coons, United States Senator. Lauren Gutierrez, representing the Honorable Tom Carper, United States Senator. The Honorable Bethany Hall Long, Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Delaware. The Honorable Kathleen Jennings, Attorney General for the state of Delaware. The Honorable Nathaniel McQueen Jr., Cabinet Secretary for the Delaware Department of Safety and Homeland Security. Colonel Melissa A. Zebley, Superintendent of the Delaware State Police. Chief Patrick Ogden, University of Delaware Police Department and President of the Delaware Association of Chiefs of Police Council. And of course, Reverend Jeffrey Miller, Delaware State Police Chaplain. Special recognition goes out to Major Rosemary Chappelle of the Maryland State Police, Major Jeremy Richard, and Lieutenant Daniel Steele of the Pennsylvania State Police. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking all of our distinguished guests for joining us this evening. I will now introduce the members of the Delaware State Police executive staff who encompass the core leadership of the entire division. I ask that each member stand and be recognized when I call your name. Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Meadows, Deputy Superintendent. Major Sean Moriarty, Administrative Officer. Major Matthew Cox, Operations Officer North. Major William Crotty, Operations Officer South. Major Peter Sawyer, Special Operations. Ladies and gentlemen, over the course of this academy class, over 150 law enforcement professionals, social service professionals, attorneys, community leaders, and others gave of their time to provide the members of this class with the highest caliber of training possible. Prior to the recruits' arrival at the academy, countless others also played a significant role in making tonight possible, to include human resources personnel, background investigators, and a variety of police administrators and support personnel. The list of the names is expansive, as it is in part included in your programs. Suffice it to say, we only get to tonight as a result of much hard work and dedication by many dedicated professionals. And this recruit class understands that and thanks all that have supported them professionally in their journeys thus far. With that, I would specifically like to recognize the following members of the Training Academy and Firearms Training Unit for their dedicated support of the class over the past 24 weeks. Mrs. Susan McNatt, Administrative Assistant. Mr. James Howard, Culinary Specialist. Master Corporal Jeff Ballinger, Master Corporal David Myers, Corporal Grade 1 Raymond Tartle, and Sergeant Edwin Justiniano, all of the Firearms Training Unit. Lieutenant Scott Slover, Officer in Charge of the Firearms Training Unit, and Lieutenant James Paul Daugherty, Assistant Director of Training. Lastly, I would like to introduce our full-time TAC staff. The acronym TAC stands for Trainer, Advisor, Counselor, and the following individuals have certainly filled those three roles and more for this recruit class over the past 24 weeks. The connections that these four individuals have made with the class are indelible, and the lessons taught by these individuals will serve the members of the class the entirety of their professional careers and arguably the remainder of their lives. I ask that each of them step forward and be recognized as I call their names. Master Corporal Lawrence Walther, TAC Officer. Master Corporal Donald Kukan, TAC Officer. Master Corporal Sean O'Leary, TAC Officer. And Sergeant Brett Cordry, Senior TAC Officer. I have no doubt now that many of you in the audience are now able to place a face with a name that was mentioned positively throughout your loved one's academy experience. The level of pride Lieutenant Doherty, Lieutenant Slover, and I possess in the tireless work of these individuals is completely immeasurable. With that, please join me in thanking all instructors, guest techs, and all full-time academy staff for their dedication and commitment to the training of this evening's graduates. I would now like to introduce the police chiefs of the 7 municipal agencies represented by 11 graduates of this class. I ask that the chiefs please stand and be recognized as I call your department and name. From the Cheswell Police Department, Chief Christopher Workman. From the Delaware State University Police Department, Assistant Chief Joy Simmons. From the Delaware River Bay Authority, Colonel Richard Arroyo. From the Middletown Police Department, Chief William Texter. From the Milford Police Department, Chief Kenneth Brown. From the Seaford Police Department, Chief Marshall Kraft. And from the University of Delaware Police Department, Chief Patrick Ogden. As each chief knows, the Council on Police Training has well-established minimum training standards for all Delaware law enforcement officers, to include initial training through one of the state's 6 approved police academies. With that, the course curriculum experienced by tonight's graduates exceeded the minimum training hours required by the Council. Chiefs, I thank you all for entrusting us with the awesome responsibility of training these outstanding men and women. I am confident that each will make you proud and will serve your respective agencies and the communities you serve with both professionalism and compassion for years to come. At this time, the members of the class have the privilege of hearing from 4 of the first state's esteemed leaders. I would like to begin by inviting our first guest, Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall Long, to address the class.
Thank you. Thank you, Captain, for your leadership. Really appreciate that. And to all the incredible leaders here from DSP and the municipal chiefs who've made this day possible. But most importantly, I'm here to address these 30 incredible public servants. On behalf of Governor Carney and myself, I know he wishes he were here today. I want to start acknowledging you, but also to the family and to the friends. Having been someone in public service in a different capacity, but being married to a gentleman who was service in the military, and I have to give a hoorah to my Marine sitting out in the audience. You just stand out to me today. Thank you for your service, and I suspect you have a brother or a family member on this stage. Am I not correct? It usually is a family of military and military leaders. And that's what makes us strong as America. We have, and I have to say, I have to start with a collective recognition of collective sacrifice that we've all gone through in the last couple of years during this pandemic, but also as we watch internationally, as we look at Ukraine and the future of America, it is to public servants such as those who've joined us today that we're going to honor and walk across this stage. Collective sacrifice, but yet collective resiliency. And to those who've been in the law enforcement uniform for many years at our municipal and our state level, you know that when you put that uniform on, there is significance, there is pride, there is honor, but what is most important, speaking as a nurse who spent a lot of time with cops in levels of different capacities, there is human dignity and human respect. And to whom much is given, much is expected. And I can say to you, as I joined today with our United States Congressional Delegate staff who are here, our Attorney General, our incredible Secretary, our Superintendent of State Police, and the Chief of State Police, our Chief of Municipal Police, we recognize and we know that you are the collective future of trust in our community. When your whistles are blowing, people respect, they trust. We've seen disjointedness, we've heard a lot of acrimony, but collective sacrifice to collective resiliency. And I am so honored to be here. I have to say that you'll find, as they have here, as we all have, there is not a routine day or really a day off. There's not really off duty. You are constantly in the eye of the community, and you are beholden with great respect and dignity. You'll have the opportunity to be with persons at their worst moment and at their best moment. And people will be looking to you as you have been trained remarkably. I'm so proud of Delaware State Police Training Academy and the work we do with our municipal chiefs in the top tier in this country. You are so well prepared. The one thing I do want to share with family is I want you to ensure me that you're going to help these intelligent, motivated, bright, aspiring leaders, that they're going to take care of themselves with you. We have to ensure that your well-being also is so important, because as you'll probably hear in a moment, when our secretary speaks, and maybe I'm wrong, I often channel what he thinks, that your family and other members have to also be in consideration during these times for true resiliency. And on behalf of Governor Carney, myself, and others, we just congratulate you, we applaud you, and really know that there is nothing more rewarding than the steps you're taking now into public service. So thank you all, thank you to the families and to the leaders and our municipal and state police for really providing us what I consider the best in America. And to our veterans and others who are here in service, may we have collective sacrifice resiliency around the globe as we look at the occurrences in Ukraine. So with that, gentlemen, ladies, the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Hall Long. I would now ask Delaware Attorney General Kathleen Jennings to come forward and address the class.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Good evening to you. It is my great honor to address all of you gathered here this early evening and to congratulate all of you on this joyous and momentous occasion. We live in a world, as we know, and as the Lieutenant Governor so aptly said, that is deeply troubled at times. And we see, for example, the country of Ukraine fighting for its very existence. We in America are so blessed that our democracy is protected each and every day. And all of you help to not only protect our democracy, you protect the rule of law that we live by, and you keep us all safe. Thank you so much for the work you have done and that you will do as you go forward. The successful completion of police training is no easy feat. Each of you has overcome many obstacles and displayed great dedication to reach this auspicious day. You, your families, and all of your loved ones who supported you, have helped you along the way, have my deepest gratitude and profound respect. Law enforcement, as we all know, is not for the faint of heart or the weak of character. You have shown that. You have shown strength of heart, and you have shown strength of character, and you will continue to do so. Career at times can push you very hard, indeed at times to our limits. And although it will test your mettle in every sense of that word, you will give it your all. And it will be the most rewarding experience you can imagine. You are the lifeblood, the public face of our justice system. You are our boots on the ground, and you are our deepest connection to the communities we serve throughout this state. You will be given the opportunity to touch countless lives in your career. You will be protecting our state's children. You will be protecting the most vulnerable among us. You will be giving a helping hand to those who can't help themselves. And you will display that strength of character and that love in your heart as you serve the people in our state. I would urge you to protect the inspiration and deep-seated belief in a better world that has driven you to get where you are tonight, and to pursue this career with as much determination as you will protect yourselves. It is so important. I look out and I see all these families and loved ones who are so incredibly proud of you. Please know that they want you to be protected and for you to take care of yourselves, just as you take care of all of the people you serve. As you leave this place and begin your journeys, may you go forward with confidence and humility, and with the knowledge that you, each and every one of you, is counted among our best and brightest. And as you serve others, I'm always reminded of a poem written by Maya Angelou. And in part, it says the following: people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. You will give that inspiration to the children, to people in need each and every day, and you will inspire them to be the best of themselves as you are the best of yourselves. You will mark a difference in so many lives as you go forward, and there is no greater calling than the calling that you have and that you will have in your careers. And so I say to you, congratulations, God bless, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Attorney General Jennings. It is now my pleasure to invite Secretary Nathaniel McQueen Jr., Secretary of the Delaware Department of Safety and Homeland Security, to address the class.
Good afternoon. I know it's a little dreary out, but this is really a celebration of this class. And I certainly have to follow suit with the Lieutenant Governor when I see a Marine and say Semper Fi. Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General Attorney General Jennings, Colonel Zebley, I'll pause there just to give Colonel Zebley and certainly all the Academy staff just congratulations on presenting another great class. Did get an opportunity to address the class just briefly before the graduation, and they are outstanding. Having talked with the Academy staff on yesterday, they said you guys and girls are more than ready to serve in the great state of Delaware. So congratulations to you. Chief Ogden, Reverend Miller, family and friends, and again, most importantly, the 97th Delaware State Police and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class. I'm honored to join you this afternoon as you celebrate your successful completion of the Delaware State Police Academy. The journey you started many weeks ago pauses today to recognize a significant milestone on your journey to a career in law enforcement. A journey for some of you that started with a childhood dream. Your journey is one that has and will continue to build on relationships. Relationships with family and friends, and relationship with your new law enforcement family, and relationships with the communities you will serve. It is those relationships that will rejoice with you in times of celebration, like today, and sustain and lift you up in difficult times. It's been said that relationships don't last because of the good times. They last because of the hard times were handled with love and care. I encourage you to continue to nurture your relationships and continue to forge new relationships and handle them with love and care. They will determine your legacy and your future success. Yesterday, I spoke with a former trooper who shared with me that yesterday he and his academy classmates met to celebrate their 40th anniversary since their time at the Delaware State Police Academy. After we shared the updates on his classmates, it made me think about how many things have changed in law enforcement over the last 40 years. I also thought about what will be next in the next 40 years and what the next 40 years will bring during your career. What will change? As many communities across the country are debating and struggling to determine or reimagine the future of law enforcement, each of you, as the future of law enforcement, will have the opportunity to work with our communities to determine the outcome of that debate. Any change will be shaped by you and the legacies that you will leave over the course of your career as you work with your communities to build trust and improve the transparency and continue to gain support for all law enforcement. If you continue to build bridges and honor your oath and live up to and improve on your class motto, with discipline we train, with honor we serve, you will be successful. Your success will be the success of all of Delaware law enforcement and the success of our state. And to the class, I will share with you the quote you should remember as you begin your law enforcement career. Please think about your legacy, because you will write it every day. You'll be writing your legacy with each and every tour of duty. As you add to the rich history of Delaware law enforcement over the next 40 years. And make it a legacy that you are proud of, and one that our communities will also be proud of. Congratulations to each of you. God bless you all. Stay safe, and thank you.
Thank you, Secretary McQueen. It's now my honor to introduce Colonel Melissa A. Zebley to address the class.
Good evening. It is certainly great to be in all of your company tonight, and on behalf of the members of the Delaware State Police Executive Staff who you met a short time ago, and all of the women and men of the Delaware State Police, I would also like to take a moment to welcome everyone to this celebration, a celebration of the 97th DSP and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class. I also thank our honored guests on stage, Lieutenant Governor Hall Long, Attorney General Jennings, Secretary McQueen, who just used the word legacy, so those who may be just meeting him know that his legacy includes being a United States Marine and a former superintendent of our agency. As well as Chief Ogden, our congressional delegation, and our DSP chaplain and dear friend, Reverend Miller. Your collective attendance underscores to these new troopers and officers that you respect their commitment and courage, and you will support them in the days ahead as they faithfully serve our Delaware communities. I want to acknowledge and thank the Delaware State Police Honor Guard, Pipes and Drums, as well as Lieutenant Jonathan Packard for lending their expertise to this ceremony, and as I'm told, adding a bit of Irish flair for all of you on St. Patrick's Day. To the Delaware Chiefs in attendance, the DSP and the Academy staff, thank you for trusting us with your most valuable resource, your officer. We have always valued the opportunity for Delaware law enforcement officers to train side by side in our academy and thereafter work collaboratively around our state. I would like to acknowledge and thank the family and friends who are here tonight to celebrate the accomplishment of their loved one. And most importantly, to the proud graduates we honor this evening. Tonight you have earned the highest achievement in every law enforcement officer's career. Your graduation from a challenging police academy and the pride of a police officer's badge being placed over your heart. From your achievement today, all other future opportunities for you to serve will be earned. I encourage you to be in this moment. Look around this room and appreciate the support you have and the pride you undoubtedly feel for reaching this tremendous milestone. For the last 23 weeks, members of the executive staff have had the opportunity to observe this class through conversations in a classroom, quick interactions while on a detail at headquarters, and then throughout that training, we have often had that brief moments of interaction, maybe when finishing up PT or during a flag detail or different assignment where we would offer a word of encouragement and support. In truth, it was your determination to succeed every day that was inspirational to each of us. Last week, during the opportunity to stay overnight with the recruit class, I heard firsthand about the challenges, setbacks, and significant moments from their unique academy experience. I wanted to learn about their motivation for pursuing a life of service. What I felt within their individual accounts was the purity in your hearts, the clarity in your eyes, and the integrity in your intentions. These weeks were without question intense and meaningful moments in your young police career, and you have met every challenge together. Together, you found your shared identity as members of this class in one of the most challenging times in our profession's history. The word they continuously used was family. Despite the impact of a pandemic on their training regimen, despite age ranges, family circumstances, or life experiences, they became family. Recognizing, as has been mentioned, their motto of "with discipline we train, with honor we serve," they recognize the need to always give their best, even when you don't feel your best, to make others around you better and allow them to lend assistance to you when you need it, and to wake up the next day and do it all again. From those consistent habits, we can all earn it each and every day. Whether engaged in physical training, the flag detail, or performing officer down drills around our sacred memorial, you were a visual representation of attention to detail and the value of finding consistent excellence in our individual acts. As I mentioned, this is a team-centric profession where individual performance matters. Not because every moment is perfect, but because every moment adds to excellence. When we pursue individual excellence, we enhance our shared profession. Trust that your training has prepared you for the many challenges you will face in the days ahead and throughout your career. You have control of your attitude, your effort, and your intentions. If you consider those opportunities while relying on your core values, you will find success during field training and in the many years that lie ahead of you. I must also commend your Academy staff for the innovative approaches they took to ensure your training environment met the demands and expectations of a modern police officer and agency. The Academy staff's connection to you does not cease upon graduation. It will only strengthen as your careers unfold, and please continue to seek their support and guidance in the years ahead. Be assured that you are joining a law enforcement family of women and men who are proud to wear the uniform. Those who leave their homes and families every day and go to work because they believe in the spirit of service that drew them to this work, and like you, they want to make a difference in their communities. Now that you have entered a law enforcement career, it will give you countless opportunities to make a difference in the lives of others. As you did during your academy stay, remember to find the opportunity to give back so that you are consistently enriching your own spirit of service. As you work to meet the challenging demands of this profession, rely on your larger law enforcement family as you relied on your classmates, because they will provide you with the support and understanding we all need throughout our careers. To the families and supporters of these graduates, I thank you for sharing your loved one with us over these past weeks and for supporting them in the years to come. You have made many sacrifices for them to pursue this dream. I welcome you as well to the Delaware law enforcement family. We are all strengthened by your support. In closing, to our graduates, your families will continue to play a very important role in your success. They laid the foundation for your future by instilling in each of you a strength of character, which was reinforced by our Academy core values. As you make sacrifices for your new career,
Remember, your commitments to your family and friends also remain essential. It will be my honor to bear witness to your badge pinning today. As that shield is placed over your heart, I ask that you recall the oath that you will recite tonight, as you have countless times during your academy stay. The badge is the outward sign of your commitment to honoring that oath. As I hear your voices proudly recite that oath, I will be renewing mine as well, to include my pledge to represent all of you and those we are entrusted to protect with a humble, grateful heart. You are the future of our noble profession, and it is my honor to serve with you. On this special day, I offer you an Irish police officer's prayer. Lord, give me the courage to face the dangers of my work, the strength of body and spirit to help others uphold the law, and Lord, protect me always. Congratulations, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, Colonel Zebley. In keeping with tradition, this class has chosen a spokesperson to represent the class at this evening's graduation. The goal of the spokesperson is to attempt to encapsulate the academy experience from the class's perspective in words. The members of this class have selected Recruit Trooper Rashawn Rich to speak on their behalf. It is my pleasure to welcome Recruit Trooper Rich to the podium.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, welcome to the 97th Delaware State Police 93rd Municipal Recruit Class graduation. I'd be remiss if I didn't begin without first thanking and acknowledging my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my beautiful and loving wife of nearly 11 years, and my caring, praying mother, and my cool dad. I also want to thank Colonel Zebley, the Delaware State Police's Executive Command Staff, as well as every chief, colonel, and command staff in attendance today. In most instances, it's these staff members who hand select future officers and are responsible for who you see represented on this stage today. I also want to thank and acknowledge every HR team, background investigator, recruiter, and polygrapher who dedicated their time, talent, and effort to thoroughly vet each recruit before you. Hiring a cop is not an easy task, and we want to extend our sincere appreciation for the work that you do to ensure that each agency has the best officer to serve the citizens and visitors of Delaware. Most importantly, we want to thank the family, friends, neighbors, and guests represented here, and those who could not be in attendance today. You represent us. You supported us when we said, I'm going to apply to become a law enforcement officer. You supported us by answering phone calls, emails, and even participated in in-person interviews from investigators asking very personal questions about us. You supported us as we navigated our way through a tough, grueling academy that took our time and attention away from you. You took care of business while we were away. You paid bills, raised children, cared for pets, and handled all the day-to-day tasks. We also want to thank you in advance for the continued love and support you will offer us as we progress through our law enforcement careers. On October 4th, 2021, our class began its academy journey with a PT test which took place on a track just outside of this very building. At its conclusion, we convoyed to the place that will become our home for the following 24 weeks, the Delaware State Police Academy. Wearing white t-shirts and black shorts, we formed up, carrying our belongings in large black duffel bags. We did our best to quickly introduce ourselves. Unsure of what was to take place in a few moments, we all listened as Captain Hall read us a welcome speech. I remember Captain Hall calling us special people and commending us for joining this challenging profession during a time of declining support for law enforcement. With that, Captain Hall walked off and day one began. The class was greeted with light sirens and sworn by officers. The distinct voice of Lieutenant Remender still rings in my head today. The physical intensity that followed was fierce. The next 4 days was filled with intense physical exercises and learning how business is conducted in the walls of the academy. That was when this class quickly learned that if there was any way we'd make it through this academy, we needed to come together as a team. After completing the first week with minimal sleep, this class went home and reported back on Monday for more. Our class was led by 4 main TAC instructors. The acronym TAC stands for Trainer, Advisor, and Counselor, and our TACs knew when to activate each role. Our class's TACs were Sergeant Cordry, Master Corporal Walther, Master Corporal O'Leary, and Master Corporal Kukan. Each brought their unique professional and personal life experiences to the class. Sergeant Cordry harped on the importance of sounding off, motivation, and simply completing what was asked. Master Corporal Walther is our defensive tactics instructor who ensured that we knew how and when to apply reasonable force options. Corporal Walther also instructed boxing and showed us how it's possible to fight through pain. Master Corporal O'Leary was also a prominent TAC who, by his quick wit, life quotes, and ability to hide in the most unlikeliest of places, worked to keep our class on its toes. And then there's Master Corporal Kukan. Corporal Kukan is a physical beast who leads the state police's fitness test every single year. Corporal Kukan would wake up at 3 a.m. and work out, then work out with the class at 5:30, and it would not be abnormal for him to still be working out while the class was eating breakfast. Corporal Kukan knows how to work a human body and activate muscles you didn't know existed. For example, did you know that you can do crunches with your back? And many of his workouts had interesting names such as Tabata or AMRAP or EMOM. And I want to personally thank Corporal Kukan for exposing my six-pack that has been hidden for years. We were also fortunate to have several guest TAC officers and troopers stay with us. And one notable guest TAC was Sergeant Perna, who spent an abundant amount of time with the class. Sergeant Perna taught us his definition of pain, which is that pain lets you know that you're still alive and still in the fight. He drove home the importance of paying attention to the little things, in addition to maintaining a well-kept personal appearance. And we still salivate over the delicious Greek dinner he cooked for the class. During our stay at the academy, we attended numerous classes taught by instructors who were passionate about their subject matters. And I personally enjoyed when the instructors would allow the class to ask any question. It was during these times that they would often share their professional wins, share stories from their personal lives, as well as lessons learned from past mistakes. And the 97th, 93rd is extremely grateful for our instructors. None of our academy experiences would be successful if it weren't for the daily, nutritious, culinary cuisines prepared at the hands of Chef Howard. Chef ensured our class was well fed in order to accomplish all the academy demands. Chef Howard, the 97th, 93rd is forever indebted to you. And next, I want to highlight this awesome class. We are 29 diverse people with varying backgrounds and life experiences. We range from age 21 to age 38. We represent 8 police agencies about the state. 12 of us have prior law enforcement experience. I especially want to spotlight the following 7 recruits for their service in the United States Armed Forces. Recruit Brazier for her service in the United States Air Force. Recruit Johnson for his service in the United States Navy. Recruit LeCates for his service in the United States Air Force. Recruit Levis for his service in the United States Marine Corps. Recruit Perry for his service in the United States Army. Recruit Peters for his service in the United States Air Force. And Recruit Schmidt for his service in the United States Navy. We also have classmates who were born or raised abroad. For example, Recruit Barry was born in Guinea, Africa, and is fluent in the language of Fulani, while Recruit Chavez was born in Mexico and is fluent in Spanish. Recruit Cannon and Recruit Moody each had beautiful baby girls just last month. "24 weeks provides a lot of time to get to know one another. For example, we learned that Recruit Thornley does several voices of cartoon characters and can quote movies upon request. If he spends a little time in your presence, he'll have the ability to do a pretty accurate impersonation of you. Troop 9, beware. We learned that Recruit Cannon was working at Lowe's when he suddenly decided to apply for the Milford Police Department. Recruit Cannon later admitted that when we were getting yelled at and drilled on day one, he thought his department sent him to the wrong place. We learned that Recruit McCain is a bodybuilder, and to say that she is strong is an understatement. I will gladly admit that Recruit McCain crushed me every time we benched and did squats. We learned that Recruit Kiss has been wrestling since the 2nd grade and continues to volunteer as a coach at the high school level. We learned all about Recruit McQuaid's education at Yale University. During his attendance, he played 4 years of varsity lacrosse, winning 3 Ivy League championships and 1 national championship. We learned that Recruit Moody has a passion for children and even started a nonprofit for young men to provide them access to mentors, homework, and assistance in public speaking. And we also learned that Recruit Wells is a skilled baker who makes the best tres leches cake I've ever tasted. In addition to the daily grind of the Academy, our class went above and beyond with philanthropy. Between the reindeer run and the polar bear plunge, our class raised $4,223 for Special Olympics. We also donated over $500 to adopt a family during the Christmas season. These funds were used to purchase coats, toys, and groceries for 2 boys and their older sister. If I could lend any advice to the class, it would be to remember. Remember the late nights and early mornings we logged. Remember the miles we ran and all the workouts we completed. Remember how we worked as a team and shared pretty much all of our belongings. Remember the top-notch training we received. Remember what this moment feels like and the sacrifice it took to get here. And remember, it is okay to seek help and speak with someone when the stressors of the job become too heavy a burden to bear. Class, it has been an honor to stand before you today and to serve as your class president. I also want to thank our class vice president, Recruit Santmeyer, and our class treasurer, Recruit Ward, for your unyielding support. Please be safe out there. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Recruit Trooper Rich. At this time, we will proceed with the presentation of several special awards. These awards recognize those members of the class who performed in an outstanding or exemplary manner in the areas of leadership, teamwork and service, academic excellence, firearms proficiency, physical fitness, and the demonstration of Delaware State Police Academy core values of honor, integrity, courage, loyalty, attitude, and discipline and service during the past 24 weeks. Our first awards are the Physical Fitness Awards. These awards recognize the members of the class who demonstrated outstanding overall excellence in physical fitness during recruit training. These awards were presented by Master Corporal Kukan. The recipient of the Municipal Physical Fitness Award is Recruit Garrett Smith of the Milford Police Department. The recipient of the State Police Physical Fitness Award is Recruit Trooper Ryan Santmeyer. Thank you, Master Corporal Kukan. The next award is the Outstanding Proficiency in Police Firearms Award. This award recognizes the member of the class who demonstrated the highest proficiency in marksmanship and dedication to the art of shooting. This award will be presented by Lieutenant Scott Slover. The recipient of the Outstanding Proficiency in Police Firearms Award for the 93rd Municipal Recruit Class is Recruit William Wells of the University of Delaware Police Department. The recipient of the Outstanding Proficiency in Police Firearms Award for the Delaware State Police is Recruit Trooper Stephen Schmidt. Thank you, Lieutenant Slover. Next, we have the Delaware State Police Academy Law Enforcement Core Value Award. This award is presented to the recruit who most exemplify the spirit of the Academy's core values of honor, integrity, courage, loyalty, attitude, discipline, and service. Presenting this award is Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. The recipient of the Delaware State Police Academy Core Value Award is Recruit Trooper Jared Wagenhofer. Thank you, Colonel Zebley. The next award is the Secretary of Safety and Homeland Security Award, which is presented to the recruit who, by his or her abilities and actions, demonstrated exemplary commitment towards teamwork and service. Presenting this award is Secretary McQueen. The recipient of the Secretary of Safety and Homeland Security Award is Recruit Trooper Amadou Berry. Thank you, Secretary McQueen. Next, we have the Attorney General's Award for Legal Excellence, which was initiated by the Delaware Attorney General's Office in 1989. The award is presented to the class member who demonstrated the highest degree of academic excellence in the 6 core areas of legal studies. Presenting this award is Delaware Attorney General Kathleen Jennings. The recipient of the Attorney General's Award for Legal Excellence is Ryan Santmeyer of the Delaware State Police. Thank you, Attorney General Jennings. The next award is the Delaware Police Chiefs Council Award, which is presented to the municipal recruit who demonstrated the highest qualities of leadership while attending the academy. The Delaware Police Chiefs Council is comprised of each Delaware Police Chief as well as the Superintendent of the Delaware State Police. The council was formed in 1971 for the purpose of enhancing the law enforcement profession in Delaware and establishing standardization and uniformity throughout the law enforcement community. Presenting this award is Chief Patrick Ogden. The recipient of the Police Chiefs Council Award is Recruit Michael Doherty of the Middletown Police Department. Thank you, Chief Ogden. Tonight's final individual award is the Governor's Outstanding Recruit Trooper Award. This award is presented to the recruit trooper who demonstrated outstanding overall leadership while attending the Delaware State Police Academy. Presenting the award tonight is Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. The recipient of the Governor's Outstanding Recruit Trooper Award is Recruit Trooper Rashawn Rich. Thank you, Colonel. Colonel Zebley, the members of the 97th Delaware State Police and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class have exceeded all of Delaware Council on Police Training and Delaware State Police Academy training requirements. The members of the Delaware State Police Academy staff are extremely proud of this graduating class. We are confident that they are well prepared to meet the challenges that they will encounter during their careers in law enforcement. Colonel Zebley, on behalf of the entire Academy staff, I proudly recommend each of these fine women and men for graduation from the Delaware State Police Academy. To the members of the 97th Delaware State Police and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class, this is the moment all of you have been waiting for, the moment you have worked so hard for, the moment your family has sacrificed so much for, the moment that at times may have seemed unattainable. At this time, we'll proceed with the pinning of badges and the official start of your service to the respective agencies, communities, state, and country. These badges represent strength, they represent devotion to duty, and they serve as an outwardly visible symbol that you are a protector of all. I would now ask that those predetermined individuals or chiefs who are pinning a recruit, please step forward and meet Master Corporal Walther to my right on the ramp. We would ask that everyone be respectful of others. If you choose to come forward to take pictures of your family member receiving his or her badge if inclined. Now I respectfully ask that you all refrain from applause until every member of the class has received their badge. Your loved ones enter the Delaware State Police Academy as individuals, but leave today as equals, team members, and most importantly, family. I ask the members of the 97th Delaware State Police and 93rd Municipal Recruit Class to receive a single roaring ovation once they have received all of their badges. The Assistant Director of Training, Lieutenant Paul Daugherty, will now proceed with the presentation of badges and the call for that thunderous applause once completed.
Trooper Elijah Agnew, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Agnew this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Amadou Berry, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Berry this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Brian Chavez Rivera, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Chavez Rivera this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Nicholas DePrima, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper DePrima this evening is his brother, Officer First Class Dylan DePrima of the Newcastle County, Delaware Police Department. Trooper Heather Jury, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Jury this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Brandon Harris, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Harris this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Hunter Lacates, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Lacates this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Robert McCormick, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper McCormick this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Ryan McQuaid, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper McQuaid this evening, Colonel Melissa E. Zebley. Trooper Matthew Messina, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Messina this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Timothy Moody, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Moody this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Tyke Perry, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Perry this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Rashawn Rich, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Rich this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Ryan Santmeyer, Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Santmeyer this evening is his father, Sergeant Wayne Santmeyer Jr., Maryland State Police retired. Trooper Stephen Schmidt Jr., Delaware State Police. Penny Trooper Schmidt this evening is his uncle, Trooper 2 Eric Schmidt of the New Jersey State Police. Trooper Christian Swan, Delaware State Police. Pinning Trooper Swan this evening is his uncle, Sergeant Buzz Norman, Delaware State Police, retired. Trooper Christopher Thornley, Delaware State Police. Pinning Trooper Thornley this evening, Colonel Melissa A. Zebley. Trooper Jared Wagenhofer, Delaware State Police. Pinning Trooper Wagenhofer this evening is his father, Master Corporal John Wagenhofer, the Newcastle County Police Department. Patrolman Brendan A. Peters, Cheswold Police Department. Pinning Patrolman Peters this evening is Cheswold Police Department Chief Christopher Workman. Patrolman Eric Johnson, Delaware State University Police Department. Pinning Patrolman Johnson this evening is Delaware State University Police Department Chief Bobby Cummings. Patrolman David P. Kiss III, Delaware River and Bay Authority Police Department. Pinning Patrolman Kiss this evening is Delaware River and Bay Authority Police Department Colonel Richard Arroyo. Officer Michael F. Doherty, Middletown Police Department. Pinning Officer Doherty this evening is his father, Sergeant Harry Doherty of the SEPTA Transit Police Department, retired. Officer Yasmin C. McCain, Middletown Police Department. Pending Officer McCain this evening is Middletown Police Department Chief William Texter. Officer Larissa E. Ward, Middletown Police Department. Pending Officer Ward this evening, Chief William Texter. Patrolman Leah M. Brazier, Milford Police Department. Pending Patrolman Brazier this evening is Milford Police Department Chief Kenneth Brown. Patrolman Deontay L. Cannon, Milford Police Department. Pending Patrolman Cannon this evening, Chief Kenneth Brown.
No.
Patrolman Garrett E. Smith, Milford Police Department. Pending Patrolman Smith this evening, Chief Kenneth Brown. Patrolman Cody Levis, Seaford Police Department. Pending Patrolman Levis this evening is his uncle, Master Corporal Price Fanning, the Delaware State Police. Officer William A. Wells, University of Delaware Police Department. Pending Officer Wells this evening, University of Delaware Police Department Chief Patrick Ogden. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in congratulating the newest members of the Delaware Law Enforcement Community.
Please be seated. At this time, the 97th Delaware State Police recruit class will take their office given by the Honorable Jeffrey Clark.
Raise your right hands. Say aye and your name.
I, Ron Jackson.
I, Amadou Barry.
I, Brian Chavez.
I, Nicholas Suprema.
Hi, Heather Drury.
I, Braden Harris.
I, Hunter Cates. I, Robert McCormick. I, Ryan McQuaid.
I, Matthew Messina.
I, Timothy Moody.
I, Tyke Perry. I, Sean Blitz.
I, Ryan Sandmeyer.
I, Stephen Schmidt. I, Christian Swan.
I, Christopher Thornton.
I, Jared Wagenhofer.
Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that as long as I am employed
that as long as I am employed
by the Delaware State Police,
by the Delaware State Police,
I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the United States of America
to the United States of America
and the state of Delaware,
and the state of Delaware,
and that I will serve them
and I will serve them
honestly and faithfully
honestly and faithfully
against all its enemies,
against all its enemies,
whomsoever,
whomsoever,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Delaware,
of the state of Delaware,
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
all the duties
of
an officer
an officer
in the Delaware State Police
in the Delaware State Police
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
and that I will obey the orders
and I will obey the orders
of the officers appointed over me.
of the officers appointed over me.
I further agree
I further agree
to submit to any penalties
to submit to any penalties
imposed upon me
imposed upon me
in accordance with the rules
in accordance with the rules
of the organization.
of the organization.
Congratulations, troopers.
Class, prepare, toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we fast approach the conclusion of this evening's graduation ceremony, I would like to thank the Capital School District and Dover High School and their employees for graciously hosting this evening's event. I would also like to thank the many indispensable individuals who played a role in ensuring that tonight's ceremony was a success. And I would also like once again to thank you, family and friends alike, for the roles each of you have played in securing the success of today's graduates, and ask that you continue to support them through their professional journeys. It will not be easy, but with the right mix of love, support, and understanding, all of our graduates will maximize their success, as well as the degree of positive impact they will have on the citizens they will serve. In serving well, each of them will continue to make each of you just as proud of them the remainder of their careers as you are of this evening. At this time, I would again ask that everyone capable of doing so please rise for a benediction and remain standing for the dismissal of the class. Reverend Miller will now deliver the benediction.
Dear God, our Creator, we have witnessed a great ceremony today. And now we pray as each goes to serve. We pray that God's peace, God's power, and God's protection would remain with them all, from now, henceforth, and even forevermore. In the name of our Creator we do pray. Amen. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recruit class will close this evening's ceremony with the time-honored tradition of passing the guidon back to the Academy tax staff. The guidon was issued to the class at the beginning of their training. Passing the guidon back to the staff symbolizes the completion of their training as recruits, and more importantly, the beginning of their journeys as law enforcement professionals. Sergeant Cordry, please accept the guidon and dismiss the class.
Let me hear it! On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I